Hello, this is Seski, and this is part 4 of our Shogun 2 Rise of the Samurai campaign. The year is 1179 and it is winter. When we left off, we just finished capturing Aiga with our force led by Minamoto, our head son, at the moment I guess, for some reason, of the Taira family. Now, in actual fact, Kiyomori had 4 sons. He had one called Shigemara, who died this year, but obviously they didn't put him in the game because I think players would have felt hard done by, considering what is going to happen next turn, I would have thought. So yeah, he died of illness. He was the favourite son of Kiyomori, and he'd actually fought in a war before. So it makes you wonder what would have happened, you know, would history have been different had Shigemori survived and been, well, there's a spoiler coming up, and been leader of the Taira family during this Gempei war. I've actually got another general here. This is the one that we captured with our Junso Sushi in Awa. Kagiwara Letteyo. Now, I don't know anything about him, in fact. I'll do a bit of research, see if I can find anything. But that's besides the point, because Munamori is our clan heir, and again, there's not much information that I can find about his characteristics or demeanour, but the way the war goes, it might be down to him the reason why they lost. Tomomori, he's in a lot of battles, and he actually has quite a few successes and some really good ideas later on in the war for trying to pull it back. And then Shigihara, who is also in quite a few battles and ends up becoming the military leader of the Taira family. Now, some of you may have noticed that we've actually got an increased visual effects. I fiddled about with fraps a wee bit, and now I'm capturing in 60 FPS and lossless RGB. I'm not too sure how well the RGB is going to go in this because well, I'm not too sure if it's going to make much of a difference, but the 60 FPS should make a huge difference in quality. Oh, also I've upped the resolution quite a bit. But let's see where our forces are at. We've got 13,000 to spend, so we've got more than enough to build a fortress here. If we've got more than enough to build everything we need here, we are just going to upgrade everything for the sake of... well, there's no reason not to. Actually, we'll undertake that one. And we'll build a road. I have a sick fascination with roads. You got to always have roads. And that's all we're going to do this turn. Let's move on into 1180 when stuff starts to get really serious. See, our mon ami increases in rank. A worthy bride is found for Munamori, a beautiful wife, +1 to command when defending on land. That is much better than any of the other ones that have been shown to us. Shuribayushi increases in rank. This Shuribayushi is ready to develop her skills, having worked her magic on friend and foe alike. Oh, this is the lady that I've got following the army here. Let's see what upgrades I've got. The Monami. Madman disguise. Let them look in all the wrong places. 15% to the chance that the ninja will avoid detection when unsuccessful. Or the Fugu chef. 9% to the agent's critical success chance. That one, definitely. And we will increase... establishing spy networks. 10% chance to escape enemy. Yeah, those are two good ones. So whenever you move into an enemy city, you can do things like have the gates open and kill various characters. What the established spy network does is it works in your settlement, and he creates like a underground... I'm not actually too sure why. Oh, it's an anti-spy thing, but it also increases how happy your population is for some reason. What should we get for her? +1 to charm when entertaining generals. Well, she is mainly entertaining generals at the moment, so she'll take those two. Ceremonial flute. +1 to charm when entertaining generals. +1 to charm when entertaining nobles. -25 to the character's chance of being assassinated. This one. So that gives our general a good bonus. Shigihara. How is he doing over here? Oh, that's right, we can request allegiance. And we do have an army big enough to help if things go wrong. Oh, this is quite annoying. I want to send the whole army, but with the agents. Oh, I didn't send the agents anyway. Sorry, I don't want to send the whole army, but I do want the agents to go, and I can't select them and the part of the army at the same time. What should we get here? Which one allows us to recruit bow attendees? Sword attendees? There we go, that's the one. So like I said, this is going to be our military base. Let's get our Junso Shushi to do his job. Ooh, we're going to hit a penalty there. But we're going to hit a penalty soon anyway. Oh, the Sasaki didn't want to join us. Enemy forces pledge allegiance, that is good. Hold on, wait. Oh, I see. But not the whole army. Well, that's gonna... It's tempting to send Monomori in. Oh, he's upgraded as well. General's influence. We're going to need this, because we don't want him to die. He's going to be our leader. Master Drummer. Plus 30 to the effectiveness of the rally ability. Plus 1 morale. That one. Now, chances are what I'm going to do is I'm just going to auto-resolve this. We've got more than enough reinforcements just to destroy this entire town. Yep, and that's a win for us. Peacefully occupy. Oh, they're a teeny bit annoyed, so we'll exempt them from tax for a while. Oh, we're not making much money though. Alright, that's good. Now I have a feeling we're going to take some hits for turning on an old ally there. It doesn't look too bad. Let's see if we can get them on our side. Request allegiance. Unacceptable. Where are these sets? Sasaki. Oh, they didn't join us?
Tell me what concerns you.
Oh, they became not our vassal anymore? Ah, just allied, so they're not our vassal anymore. That's quite annoying. And who was the other one? They're allied. Who left us? Sure, I can't tell who's decided they don't like us anymore. We won't get the Ochi because we need their territory. You know what? That's not a worry. I don't worry about that too much. Now we've got 2 large armies. Yeah, we got some good stuff going on here. And it only cost us nothing. Alright, let's move on to the next turn. Mounting Unrest. Kawachi. Tensions in this province are reaching dangerous levels. There will be insurrections if the people's anger is not appeased. Emperor Antoko. Oh, so it looks like the rebellion's happened in this year. The Emperor has abdicated, my lord. The throne now belongs to Antoko, our own flesh and blood, and key to the future of the Taira hegemony. Prince Mokihoto, embittered at the denial of his throne, is already rallying support to overthrow him. We must prepare ourselves for the struggle. So this is it. Prince Mokihoto, we sent out people to arrest him, but they didn't catch him. He retreated to a monastery, I would have thought somewhere over here, but somebody inside the monastery was on our team and didn't send the message to the Minamoto that, you know, Prince Mokihoto wanted some help. So it was just the prince, and eventually, once our forces turned up, they decided that they couldn't defend the monastery, so they left and started retreating towards a town called Nara, where they met up with the Minamoto forces, and also the leader of the Minamoto, who I've got written down here, Yorimasa, where they decided they would... Well, actually, they carried on retreating. They retreated across the Battle Uji... Not the Battle Uji, the River Uji, and then the Taira forces followed them across, and that's where the Battle of Uji took place. It's the opening battle of the Gempei War. There was a couple of good people in that one. I think it was Tomomori and Shigihara were the main leaders of the Taira forces. But they also had this guy in their ranks called Ashigara Tadatsuma, who was a Minamoto, but stayed loyal to the Taira family whenever this all started going down. Apparently he was over 6 foot tall. I think he was 2 meters tall, they said. And he had the strength of 100 men, and he had teeth that were about an inch long. Now, it sounds a bit unbelievable. Well, it definitely sounds 100% unbelievable. But in terms of hero stories, it's pretty cool. You know, he crossed the river, he challenged a bunch of the Minamoto men to single combat, and he won. Him and his family were eventually betrayed by one of their retainers, though, and stabbed in the back. But in terms of honour, you know, staying true to your allegiances to a clan that has now declared open war with your family members is quite something. So anyway, yeah, we've moved our Junso Shushi over to here. Actually, we're going to keep on moving them up here because I know that those guys are going to be kind of on our team. And it's one of our objectives. And we'll take this objective by force. What else we got? There's no point us carry on building armies because we've got 2 good ones already. Actually, you need to come up with names for them. Right, let's see. Shigihara. We'll call the one led by Shigihara Valor. And the one led by... No, actually, I don't want to have it led by him. Who else can I have leading this army? Tomomori, where is he? Kiyomori. Let me guess Tomomori's going to be... Nope, he's not in there. Oh, he's over here, that's right. I'm going to have this army led by Tomomori. And we'll call that army... So we've got Valor. And we'll call this army Honor. Just because, you know, they're 2 nice names and they're easy to remember. Just you wait until I keep on switching them around between the names because I don't remember what I'm doing. There's not much else we can actually do during that turn. We can probably... Oh, let's see, this guy's got a rank. Oh, 1 point. Oh, that's right, yeah, because you can do 2. I'm going to save that point for later on and put it into one of these ones. It doesn't mean we can't build stuff. Roads. Always roads. What can we build here? Enables recruitment of better troops. And we'll move on to the next turn. 1180. Art mastered. Confucianism. Mastery of the arts improves our potential for military and civic development. And now we're not going to do the court of pleasure. We're going to go back to researching military gains. We're going to need these bows, fire bows. So around this time, the siege of Nara takes place, which is where Tomomori and Shigihara basically dig their own graves. The temple that put... I'm going to open up the family tree. Every time I'm telling you about a history, I'm going to try and open up this tree now. I keep on buzzing between different panels, and I can see that's probably going to be quite annoying. So Tomomori and Shigihara, they led a force against the Minamoto clan, and at the Battle of Uji, they pushed the Minamoto clan back to Nara. In Nara, they realised again, I think, that they couldn't hold that, so the prince retreated again and left the leader of the Minamoto clan behind, Yoritomo. No, sorry, Yoritomo is the son. Yoritomo at this point is fighting somewhere else. Who I'm looking for is Yorimasa, that's the one. He was left behind to defend, and the Taira forces basically pushed the Minamoto forces back again, and he ended up committing seppuku, where he stabs himself in the chest with a sword, cuts up and down, and apparently he'd done such a fine job at committing suicide that a lot of the other suicides from that time are based on his method. Not the type of thing I'd like to be remembered for, but at least he's being remembered. So anyway, yeah, they retreated to Nara. In Nara, the siege of Nara took place, led by Tomomory and Shigehara. After the siege was finished, it was over pretty quickly as far as I remember, they both decided that to show the monasteries and the monks that you can't mess with the ruling family, they burnt down and killed a lot of the monks in their temples and things like that. And this would later come back to haunt them, because the war gets lost in 1185. I think Tomomory commits suicide, and Shigehara is captured, and he's given over to the monks, who decide, well, this guy burnt down our temples, so we're going to behead him. Of course, that's not going to happen in this playthrough, because we're going to survive, and with any luck, all three of the brothers are going to survive as well. These guys are not that loyal to us, but then that's not surprising, considering we bought them, I guess. What should we have Shigehara do? +2 to the clan-wide tax rate, -2 to upkeep. Yep, we'll have that. He can be leader of that, and he can be leader of fortifications. There we go, that's good. That gave them some loyalty bonuses. Yeah, let's get that. And at this point I'm going to start getting rid of our bow levies, because for some reason the bow attendees they're more expensive to buy and they take 2 turns, but they actually have the same upkeep cost. So they're better at everything, and they have the same upkeep cost, which doesn't make sense. I think there's less of them. Yeah, you get 210 in the bow levy, and you get 150 in the attendants. But yeah, we'll be getting attendants because they've got higher morale. Actually, why do we have Monomori over here? Should be the other way around. Oops, and we took the entire force with us. Well, there you go, that's kind of annoying that happened. I accidentally took the entire force with us instead of just the general that I wanted. So we'll get the tax back here, and we'll stop taxing these guys. So let's take a look at diplomacy real quick. Unfriendly, unfriendly, unfriendly. They're all quite a way away, indifferent. But they're kind of on our side about a few things. If we can get these people on our side, let's see if we can send payment.
And do not mumble.
We got some money
Honesty
left.
and clarity.
Hostile, that's understandable. Those are the Minamoto clans. Their territory is large. It's a lot larger than I was hoping as well. Well, this could end just as badly as the first playthrough that I did. We're going to finish that turn, 1180, going into win 27. And it looks like the Kiso Minamoto have decided to declare war against us. We've got 3 allies versus their 4. Oh, they're going to bring the Kamakura Minamoto in as well. This could cause us some issues on the basis that we got some nice forces, but we didn't really need this to be happening now. We're still 2 objectives short that I would like to have before this started. We don't get a choice, we have to declare war. Oh, looks like none of his allies joined.
And there is an end to our
Oh, now that
talk.
is handy.
You may go.
So this is what the in-between turn screen looks like. It just cycles through every other clan on the field. Oh, our allies sent some forces in as well. That is lucky. I actually skipped a few turns ahead because a lot of boring stuff happened and I cut it from the video. But what I did is I told the ally that I would help them out in a war versus somebody who was over here. Sent this honor battalion with Tomomori as the leader to go and help them out. And it looks like they're going to repay the favour by coming to help me out. So the Minamoto, I believe it's these ones that have declared war on us. We will get some troops ready in this territory here. Oh no, we're at... Oh, there we are at war with them. What's going on over here? This is the weird part. Who are these people? Shirimen. Oh, now that is going to be a better option. We have the option, we have the ability now that we're going to take 2 of our objectives in one go. Hopefully nothing bad will happen from the enemy until I can do that. Actually, I should probably start getting some ships out as well. One large ship, 2 small ships, that sounds pretty good. And then we'll just fill out the rest of... No, sorry, 1 large ship, 2 medium ships, and we'll fill out the rest of small ships. Yeah, that sounds good. 1182. Kiyomori's still alive. Okay. I thought you were supposed to be dead by now. He was definitely supposed to be dead by now. Kiyomori died in 1181. He had the story about it is actually quite weird. He had an illness and his fever was apparently so high that even after he died, the servants of his household had to leave his corpse for several hours to cool down because it was that hot that anybody that went near it got burnt. But it looks like he's going to survive for a bit, which is handy, I guess. Also, I took Tango using the Jinso Shushi, so that's one of our objectives done. But annoyingly, our ally took our other objective before we could reach it. So we can't use that. I'm not too sure how we're even going to take that back. We're going to have to declare war on them on the last turn and take it. That's quite annoying. The Minamoto don't seem that pressed to start a war with us yet. They're holding back quite a bit. Let's get military port and the road going there. Mounting unrest, Eiger. Oh yeah, because I've not got enough troops there. Let's build a town wash, that'll sort it out eventually. Send some more troops. So I sent some troops out just to have an ambush ready in case the Minamoto decide to attack through there. From what I can see, their front lines are basically empty. We're going to take both those castles very soon. What army we should use? This one we would have to go through Ochi territory, which we might be able to do. Let's see if we can break a deal with them. They are very friendly. Cancel trade agreement.
Welcome indeed, my honourable friend. What shall we discuss in the hope of mutual profit?
Demand breaking of alliance. You cannot ally with an enemy of your allies. Oh, that's annoying. Who's at war with them? Enemies. Sasaki are at war with them. Oh, that's really annoying. I guess we could try and wipe them out, but there's a lot of them and we don't want to be going to war with them if we can help it. Let's bring our troops back. We'll have to go around this way. That's quite annoying. And our clan leader is still alive. I swear he should be dead by now. I mean, we're kind of coming towards a stalemate in the war. 1182 to 1183 1983, I think there was like a minor truce because there was a famine going on and neither force could really bring an army to bear on each other. What we've missed out on during my little skip was the Battle of Tsuno, which is where the Minamoto tried to sneak their men across a river overnight and ambush the Taira forces. But what ended up happening is because they waded across, all of his men were soaking wet, and that's how the Taira forces could tell who was friend from foe, because they just killed anybody who was wet. Because obviously it was dark, they couldn't see colours, so they just based it on that, and ended up pushing the Minamoto forces back, and then chasing them all the way back to... There was a bridge that they pushed them back to, and the Taira forces tried to hack up the bridge that the Minamoto forces tried to hack up the bridge so the Taira forces couldn't cross. But that didn't work. The Taira forces ended up crossing anyway, and then I think there was just a few minor skirmishes as they kept on falling back, and then there was just a truce for 2 years. As usual, not much is happening at these moments. We're going to move this army around, and I'll probably bring the recording back online once I've got some forces around here. It's only going to take 4 turns.
The breeze.
The Minamoto apparently won a peace treaty for 1,300 crowns. We're not going to do that. I've seen their forces. We know that we can beat them at least 2 places. Well, technically we can beat them in 3 places. And they've got a stack here that we will have to deal with eventually, but until then we're going to be okay. Let's see, what else we got? Got a fleet. You know, there's not much else I can really do again. Let's see. Family Council. Kiyomori's still alive. And everybody else is still alive. That's good. Next turn. So it's winter 1183. I've got the 2 armies ready to attack. They move their stack into the castle, which is quite annoying. What else was there? Oh yeah, 1183. The Battle of Korekara. This is where the Minamoto turned the tide of the war. So the Taira had been forcing the Minamoto back and back again, winning every battle they came across. And then, was it here? I'm pretty sure it's somewhere around here. There was the Battle of Korekara, where let me try and remember. The Taira sent a force in, led by Toro, or I can't remember which one. But they sent a force in. The Minamoto done some kind of sneaky tactics. They split their force into 3. One force came all the way back around the rear of the mountain with a herd of oxen, and got those oxen to stampede down into the Minamoto, the Taira camp, which forced, massive panic. And that's whenever the 2 other armies attacked, and they killed a lot of our high up people, which apparently caused a lot of chaos, and that was the turning point in the war. Apparently. Who are we going to send where? I'll send the smaller force. So why don't we just send both forces? Oh, that might be alright, because we're not going to be able to reach them this turn. Really wish I'd known that. Okay, that's going to be annoying. I wish I'd known that I wasn't going to be able to reach them this turn. I would have done some other things instead. Oh well. We got our forces in position. They're going to take some minor casualties due to attrition, but that's it. And I'm actually going to cut it there, because again it was running into an hour and a half video. There wasn't much fighting going on in this episode, but the next episode is heavily focused on that. So thanks for watching. Hope to see you next time.